This must be Blackreach. I've read the legends, but I never thought it was real. The stories hardly do it justice. Perhaps one day I'll have an opportunity to explore it more fully. For now, we have work to do. Are you still with me, my friend?
This one's with you. Lady Bellini took the keystone, though.
Ah, the keystone. What is it, and how is it connected to that dwarven structure? Why are they so important to Rada and Lady Bellini? Perhaps they seek to harness some sort of dwarven sorcery? Well, regardless, we can't allow them to achieve their goal.
So we're going after him?
Yes, but we need to proceed with caution. We don't know the purpose of the keystone, and we don't know what they plan to do with it. That said, we are not without our own talents. We can overcome any obstacles and find a way forward. We always do.
Oh, this one will help you find it.
I'll meet you across the river. Together we'll find a way to enter that ruin. Seeing Rada again, it reopened many old wounds. He wasn't always the villain. At least, I like to think he wasn't. Ah, fool's hope is a dangerous thing.
So you can seem conflicted with Rada, huh?
Conflicted? I suppose you could say that. We were friends once, partners, in a great and noble undertaking. And then Rada changed. Maybe it was me. Now, who can say? He betrayed what we believed in, and then he died. Or at least, I thought he did.
Well, we still have to stop Rada, right?
Without a doubt. Rada's plans, whatever they are, will prove catastrophic to the mortal realm if allowed to proceed unchecked. I hope I can talk to him, appeal to his better half, and make him see reason. If not, I'll do whatever I must to end this.
Why did you realize Belena was a vampire now?
We have the ability to mask our condition from mortals, but it takes a powerful vampire indeed to hide from another one of our kind. As much as I hate to admit it, Belaine fooled me. I can tell you this, she's unlike any vampire I've met before.
What do you mean?
All vampires carry the stain of Molag Bal. It's the inescapable reality of our condition. But Lady Belaine, I sensed something else inside her. A vacant darkness. Still, if I can speak to Rada, perhaps we can settle this without bloodshed.
I guess what the plan is?
I was able to study the keystone, briefly, before Rada and Belaine snatched it away. It's a faceted stone bound by a metal band, obviously of dwarven design. I'm not a Dwemer expert, but the keystone, it could have 1,000 different uses.
But you had to have encountered something like that, right?
It shares some similarities with Ayleid Welkin stones, but as far as I know, the Ayleids and dwarves had little to do with each other. That's puzzling. Magic stones often serve as power sources, as well as keys and even weapons.
Those a power source or a key to something, alright.
I reached that same conclusion, my friend. Let's get over there and find out, shall we? And if the opportunity presents itself, perhaps I can get Rada to see reason and abandon this destructive course he's set for the Grey Host. You outside the... There you are. We have a problem.
You have a problem. I have work to do, I'm guessing.
This is where Rada and Lady Belaine entered the structure, but I can't find any way to open the doors. I suspect this may be why they needed the keystone.
How do we follow them if we don't have a keystone then?
Good question. Let's look around. Not all of the ruin remains intact. Portions have crumbled over the ages. Perhaps we can find a path through the rubble. Just be cautious. I've seen both constructs and shadowy creatures prowling this ruin.
Constructs and shadowy creatures? You don't say.
Constructs are dwarven and expected. The shadows, some sort of beings made of inky darkness. Quite unsettling and potentially dangerous. Something unusual has taken hold of this place.
Any idea what this place might have been?
I wish I could say for certain. I've done precious little reading on dwarven ruins. I do seem to recall the name Arkzand being connected to a university, a library. This place does have a sort of academic look to it, don't you think?
So the shadow beings, dwarves?
I've seen nothing dwarven in their manner or appearance. Dwarves were meticulous scholars. Their constructs, their architecture, everything was precise and controlled. These shades are like wild animals. Whatever spawned them may not be dwarven at all.
We're gonna send something down here. Shelter of darkness.
Reach magic strikes me as wild and unpredictable. Arana clearly shares a strong connection with the ebb and flow of the spirits, though. She might have sensed these creatures, but I suspect something else caused her distress.
Something else?
The source of these shadow beings, these shades. I sense a corruption, a void. The longer I'm close to it, the more I suspect it may be the very thing that drew Rodda and Lady Belaine here in the first place. Stay alert, my friend.
That doesn't sound good. No, that doesn't seem good.
That door is clearly blocked. And that strange energy. Wait. Is there something on the floor?
Reach to the ruins of that Lady Belaine calls the Library of Akazed. It doesn't look like a library to me. Belden's obsession with awakening this dark relic concerns me. I think centuries of isolations might have taken their toll. This relic presence seems to have been created by some strange energy pockets. Belaine claims her people harness the power of the energy to move to short distances, to reach the otherwise inaccessible locations. The Ashen Lord has tasked me to investigate the phenomenon further, as it could be a great benefit to the Grey Host. To do my best to confer the application of these void portals. I will be cautious, however. I've seen what happens over time to those who draw the sustenance from this darkness here. It's no way to live. I understand the alliance with the Lady Belaine is necessary for the Grey Host goals, but cannot become entrapped with the madness.
Anything? That parchment appears relatively fresh and intact. What does it say?
It's written by the Grey Host Patriarch. Apparently this is the Library of Akazed.
The Library of Arkzand. Interesting. I assume a dwarven library houses more than simply books. Anything else of pertinence written there?
Lady Belaine wants to wake some dark relic.
A dark relic? That sounds ominous. And quite likely related to the darkness that Arana sensed, and I now feel as well. That could be the source of these shades. Anything else?
Something about void portals, strange energies, don't overdo it, yada yada yada.
Void portals, a dark relic resonating power, and strange shades. We can't let any of this fall into Radha and Lady Belaine's hands. Let's see what we can find on the other side of this structure.
Alright, this one's gonna keep looking. Oh, it wants me to go in here.
Such destruction, and not the slow decay of time. Something terrible happened here.
Void portals. Those have long gone in search of Arkazed's keystone. Lady Belaine and the Ashen Lord need access to the library. I need to learn more about this energy, though. The silent emptiness of the ruins is a perfect environment to conduct my research. No one will disturb me but the mindless constructs of these strange, twisted shades, splitting between the pockets of energy and the blink of an eye. Lady Belaine seems to be able to use these void portals. Surely, I can discover the secret myself. Despite Lady Belaine's guarded secrecy concerning the Dark Relic, I made a breakthrough. Upon my examining the concentration of the energy in these ruins, I discovered a small piece of shard-like material that seems to originate inside the darkness. Each shard has a heaviness to it, almost as it is forced to pulling out the object itself. If I concentrate, I can feel the same pull of the surrounding energy pockets. Each shard seeks to return the energy that surely emerged from. I wonder what happens if I approach one of these energy pockets with it. Another discovery. I approached the energy pockets of the shard and the secret became apparent. As I got closer, the pull became stronger, and suddenly I felt what I could only describe as a slipping. As if I was tripping and fell, not down, but sideways. Looking around, I realized I was somewhere new. I had been pulled to the shard through the energy of the new location. Harnessing the energy has opened a long sealed doors to the ruins to me. Perhaps we will not need the Arctic Keystone to enter the library after all. At least not to get inside the structure. Knowing Lady Bellany, the Keystones is another function that is yet to share the Ashen Lord.
That's a strange looking shard. Another note and a strange shard. What do you think, my friend?
Yeah, we can use these to go to the Void Portal, supposedly.
Interesting. The shards remind me of something torn from the darkest corner of oblivion. As unsettling as that object is, I think we should hold on to it. Especially if we can use it to navigate the Void Portals.
Note says the Patriarch was pulled through the portal and by one of these shards here.
I suggest you try to use a shard to propel yourself through one of the Void Portals. The risks are significant, but if we can turn these strange pockets of energy to our advantage, we have to attempt it. Worked! Well done, my friend.
All right. Is it only a one-way?
Above you. Try to make a connection with that portal.
Couldn't we just have used the ladder, maybe?
This
Mirrors all over.
impressive. This place. I had no idea. I knew the dwarves created some magnificent structures, but this is amazing.
Because it has books.
And look, more of those void portals in the higher portions of this. The only word that comes to mind is cathedral.
Why are there so many void portals in this library anyways?
Until we find the source, I can only speculate. We need to locate it, learn more about this energy, and determine the true nature of these shades. If Radha and Lady Bellany can harness this dark energy, I hate to imagine what they could accomplish.
So what do you think they want with it?
The longer I spend in close proximity, the more I pick up from the shades. I sense fragmented thoughts and raw emotion. They remind me of pure rage and unbridled pain. Perhaps exploring the library will yield some answers.
Okay, so it's like waiting in line at the DMV. Got it. This is a pretty cool area.
Shades. I sense their presence in every dark corner. Keep going.
Kind of feel like Nocturnal has something to do with this. Maybe Sithis?
The path ends here, but there's a door up above. We need to find a way to reach it.
Oh, you want to talk to me? What's up?
With the path ahead blocked, our only option appears to be the door above us. However, I sense something on the other side. I smell oil. I hear the whine of ancient gears. Proceed with caution, my friend.
So you think we use the void portals?
An excellent idea. You might have to get creative to reach the very top.
All right, so you sense some sort of ancient danger.
Danger, but it seems related to this dwarven structure and not the dark energy we're tracking. I doubt it's anything we can't handle. Just be careful as you traverse the portals. A fall from those heights could prove deadly, even for you.
What do you mean, even for me? Okay, so how do we get way over there then? Again, all this work that could have been done with the ladder.
Some sort of containment apparatus. And there's a shade trapped at the center.
Oh, it's one of the Grey Host guys. Using the Void Shard to traverse these void portals is exhilarating. It allowed me to reach this ancient chamber with a remarkable containment apparatus. Look how the machines utilize the large chunks of the void crystal. Actually, it somehow makes the use of dark energy that spills out of the pockets. These breaches in fabric of reality. Is it a remnant of a Dwemer experience frozen in time? By rotating the crystals, it discovered the serve as a focal point of energy, reflecting and refracting it. Through the application, the apparatus begins to stir. Perhaps I can adjust it to stabilize one of these energy pockets. To pull the energy is powerful, but I must maintain control. If I make a single mistake, I may not be able to pull myself up from its grasp.
Another sheet of parchment? Bring it here.
Yeah, he's stuck in there.
Another observation by the Grey Host Pentarch. What secrets does it reveal this time?
Apparatus somehow focuses void energy, and he's also probably the one stuck in the middle there.
Of course. Despite all the knowledge he gained, he made a mistake. That trapped shade. That's the Grey Host Pentarch. We should attempt to free him, if not out of mercy, then to determine what he knows about the dark energy and its source.
Suggest that we have to use the void crystals to get him out.
Very well. Manipulate the crystals and see if you can set the tortured shade free. Just exercise caution, my friend. I would hate to see you trapped within the apparatus alongside the Grey Host Pentarch.
Okay, that would actually be kind of cool.
That's it. Keep repositioning the crystals to reflect the energy.
Hey, Hamburger. Hope you're doing good today.
That did something. Try to connect the crystals at all four corners of the room. Happening. Try activating the remaining two platforms.
Activating the remaining two. How do I activate the remaining two here? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that beam was going there. No, I still gotta rotate it. I'm guessing I have to move this one instead. Doing Xbox all day, hamburger. Jeez. There we go. How did this guy get stuck in here again? With all these things, like, misaligned? Wait, where the frick is this going? Oh, I get it. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I can't rotate these anymore. What the hell's going on? Why can't I rotate these anymore? Come on. Unless I gotta rotate one of these middle ones. Maybe that's it. Yep.
That did it! Quickly now, question the shade before it dissipates.
Tell us one about the darkness.
Darkness is a place, prison, and borderland. What was once asleep stirs, and it's hungry, so very, very hungry.
This is what Rada, Asarana, and Belana seek, right?
Yes, more than the old one. Yes, they're each for a different purpose. They deep believe the rest that never feels. She awakens the dark heart. She lies beneath the stars and tears. Do you see? When the dark heart meets, she drinks the shadows.
Beneath the stars and the spheres. Where can we find Lady Belana?
She goes to where the brass wells begin, inside the glow of horrors. Can you hear it? The beating. Walk between the shadows. I see it in your eyes. You will fall as I have fallen, dragged down into the darkness.
Well, that's disconcerting. Yay! Jump Earth, it's the follow. And away he went.
Such anguish, such pain. Souls trapped in Molag Bol's realm wither over centuries, but this dark heart, it stripped that creature of its vitality almost instantly. I wish it had told us more, and could have been more coherent.
Well, we know that Rada Asuran and Lady Belena seek something called the Dark Heart now.
Yes, but apparently for different purposes. Unstable breaches in the fabric of reality, imploded chambers, trapped shades. Everything points to some terrible dwarven experiment that went astray. This dark energy is clearly powerful and dangerous.
Well, why would they want something like that?
As the shade implied, they each seek the dark heart for a different reason. Can only imagine what Rodder would do with such power. As for Belaine, he called her the vessel that never fills. A curious description. Regardless, we must find them.
Does beneath the stars and spheres mean anything to you?
It must have something to do with the sky above. Or perhaps constellations such as those that led us to Bethar Zel. In any event, it's evident that the dark current flowing through this place traps souls and twists them into these shades.
The shade made it sound like the heart was alive.
Perhaps it does possess life of a sort. Certainly it holds a vast amount of power. Power enough that we can't allow Rada or Lady Belaine to get their hands on it. Come, my friend. Let's continue our hunt.
It wouldn't be the dark heart of Skyrim, would it be? Oh, no, I mean the heart of Lorkran? Oh, wrong way. Ah, there we go.
Watch for signs of the Grey Host. That should point us toward Rada and Belaine.
It's in Red Mountain, but like, what if it's some type of replica? Like a dwarven replica of it? Dwarves and hearts never seem to go well together.
Stars and... Rada and Belaine. We found them. Let's listen in.
The orrery of Arksand, the key to our salvation. It has stood here unmoving for nearly 3,000 years.
You're sure the keystone will power it, Belaine? It must be ready when the time comes.
The keystone is only part of the puzzle. As you agreed, we must also awaken the Dark Heart.
I gave you my word, Belaine. The Grey Host will make your prophecy come true.
Reach Witch signs and portents.
Come on, let me up there.
But they are necessary for this. The Dark Heart must beat again.
And it will, Belaine. Soon. With the keystone, we can come and go as we please. Now, let us leave this place. We still have much to do before we restart the orrery.
I totally could have jumped down there and got the drop on him.
Prophecies. What fates are you tempting now, Rodder? As we speculated, the keystone does more than open doors. Rodder and Lady Belaine plan to use it to restart the orrery. The question remains, why? And what role does this dark heart play in their schemes?
You mentioned the Reach Witch prophecies? And what are you talking about?
I'm not sure. We know the Grey Host has Reach Witches among its ranks. Perhaps a local coven has some role in all this. We need to speak with Arana. To learn about Reach Witch prophecies, we might as well go to an expert.
So we should still go after Rada and Lady Balan, right?
Without the keystone or more of those void portals, we can't get down into the orrery chamber. I'll stay here and try to pick up their trail. I need you to go to Rebel's Retreat and see what you can learn from Arana.
All right, Khajiit, we'll go. So, you know, we could just Jump down. No, we can't.
Keep at it! Put that silver we acquired to good use, you lazy goat herders.
Good to see them doing some work with it. Hey.
I wondered if you were going to return, Harrier. The worms and ghosts wouldn't stop whispering to me, talking about dark doings and stirring evil. But they were deadly silent about you. Did you catch up to Lady Belaine?
Sort of. Is she adorned in silver now? Interesting. Sort of, but she got away again. She's trying to wake something called the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart, you say? There's a tale as old as the Ridge with an evil heart at its center. Like most Ridge stories, it ends bloody. Belaine might have slipped your net, but we know what she's on about. Thanks to you, this hunt isn't over yet.